Prince Harry reached out to Princess Kate after her last public appearance at Wimbledon, according to a source. The Duke of Sussex and the Princess of Wales have not seen each other for over a year. Prince Harry reached out to Princess Kate after her final public appearance at Wimbledon. An insider said, "Harry was watching Wimbledon and was delighted to see Kate looking so radiant. He sent her a note to congratulate her and let her know how happy he was to see her. He's just grateful she's on the mend and can return to her duties after taking time off, just like Meghan." Following his meeting with the Princess of Wales on centre court, six-time Wimbledon winner Djokovic provided a rare update on the health of a member of the royal family. Djokovic said, "Of course it was a privilege to be in her company again. I told her it was great to see her in good health. I know she and her sister have been playing tennis for a very long time." It has also been revealed that a documentary featuring Prince Harry will be aired on British television. In the ITV1 documentary Tabloids in Court, he will talk for the first time about his victory in the Supreme Court over the Mirror Group newspapers, saying the decision was a monumental victory. A short fragment of the film with footage of Princess Diana. Prince Harry says, "My mother was not paranoid. She was absolutely right about what was happening to her. When you are acquitted, it proves that you were not paranoid." The Duke of Sussex talks about the consequences of illegal phone hacking by British tabloids. The next news is that Prince William and Princess Kate of Wales are planning a secret family holiday, far from Britain. The British press from Vanity Fair is sure that Catherine, William and the children will go to the island of Mustique, Kate's favorite place to soak up the sun. The private Caribbean island of Mustique was once a permanent retreat for the prince, princess, and their children. Several years before the pandemic, William and Kate would gather up their family, Nanny Maria Teresa Turian Barallo, and head out to enjoy a beach holiday for birthday boy George, who turned 11 on Monday. This was not his first time on the island. He also spent his 5th and 6th birthdays there. This is a place where the family can hide from prying eyes and truly relax. "They love it here and can behave naturally," Elizabeth Saint, who runs the island's equestrian center, previously told Nickel. "Mustique is a paradise for them because no one ever talks about what happens here." The exception was 2013, when pregnant Kate posed on the beach with William. The British press refused to publish these photographs, and this vacation would benefit Kate, who is suffering from cancer. The family also has a traditional vacation planned in Balmoral. I previously published a video about this. After August 4th, it will be closed to the public and the whole family will gather there. In June, William's friends told Sunday Times royal editor Roya Nika that he didn't immediately warm to Charles's idea of an audience wandering through the rooms his children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, use every summer. But anyway, they will come there. Let's move on. Kate and William may not be in a good position when Harry plans to return to the UK. Prince Harry has announced that the Invictus Games will return to the UK in 2027, the first time the event will be held here since its debut in 2014. In a new statement, the Duke of Sussex called Birmingham a formidable opponent, as the Midland city hosts the Invictus Games in 3 years. Gaming has changed a lot over the last decade, with the main change no longer being linked to the royal foundation of the Prince and Princess of Wales. In 2014, the father of two founded the International Multisport event as part of the Royal Foundation of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and Prince Harry, as it was then known. The first version of the Games was overtly royal in nature, with King Charles and Prince William present to support the Duke of Sussex at the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park in London. However, following the resignation of a sitting member of the royal family in 2020, the Games became an independent organization separate from the activities of the royal family. None of the royals, including Prince William and Princess Kate, have publicly expressed support for the Invictus Games, which are held in foreign countries, over the past 4 years. However, with the Games returning to the UK in 2027, questions are likely to be raised over the presence of the Prince and Princess of Wales to support the former working royal. Kate and William will not be required to attend the event given its status as an independent organization. However, the royal family will almost certainly have to consider the possibility of holding a major sporting event in the heart of the UK and having no visibility from Harry's immediate family, which would put Wales in an awkward position. William and Kate could risk appearing cold if they don't show public support for the Duke of Sussex. However, defenders of the Prince and Princess of Wales claim that Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle have made several negative statements about the Welsh family in their autobiography, interviews, and Netflix docuseries. When the Duke returned to London for the 10th anniversary service at St. Paul's Cathedral, no members of the royal family, including non-working royals such as Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, came to support Prince Harry. Prince Andrew's daughters, who were previously known to be very close to Harry, were widely seen as demonstrating their loyalty to Prince William and King Charles. Meghan has accompanied Harry to every Invictus Games event since 2017. That same year, the Duchess made her royal debut at the Air Canada Centre when she joined Prince Harry at the Invictus Games in Toronto. The couple walked hand in hand, confirming to the world that they were in a relationship. Meghan joined Harry at the 2018 Games in Sydney as a working member of the royal family, and then in 2022 in The Hague and 2023 in Dusseldorf after stepping back from official duties. With 3 years until the 2027 Invictus Games, it is impossible to predict what Wales's relationship with the Sussexes will be like. If Princess Kate and Prince William compete in the upcoming Invictus Games in 2027, it could be very awkward. But there is also the possibility of an emotional reunion and a powerful full-circle moment for the royal family. What about Meghan Markle? Then she is preparing for a decisive decision after breaking ties with the UK due to the return of Prince Harry. The Duchess of Sussex has not been to the UK since Queen Elizabeth II's funeral in September 2022. Prince Harry has made several solo trips to London over the past 2 years and has appeared isolated without his wife on several occasions. Meghan's absence from the UK has strained Prince Harry's relationship with his brother, the Prince and Princess of Wales. Harry no longer speaks to his brother or Princess Catherine. Prince Harry's most high-profile solo trip to the UK took place in May 2023 at the coronation of King Charles. Meghan Markle was invited to the event, but decided not to go due to concerns that she might be booed by members of the public during the event. Harry did not speak to senior members of the royal family during the coronation and was relegated to the third row of Westminster Abbey along with the non-working royals. Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie and their husbands rallied around the Duke of Sussex during the event. But there were many moments when Harry looked lonely on the big day. Prince Harry's last trip to the UK took place in May 2024, when he attended the Invictus Games anniversary event at St. Paul's Cathedral. The royal was warmly welcomed by the crowd gathered outside the event and received several loud cheers of support. However, it was noticeable that no other member of the royal family was present at the event. Meghan Markle always tried to be a support for Harry at the Invictus Games. She attended the 2023 Games in Dusseldorf, Germany, just 2 days after making a snub in the UK with her husband at the Well Child Awards. Today, with the news that the 2027 Invictus Games will be held in Birmingham, the Duchess of Sussex will have to make a decision about whether she will come to the UK for the event. In 3 years, the Sussexes could have patched up their feud with the royal family and perhaps taken a few trips to the UK. What do you think? Write in the comments. There is also the possibility that the situation between the Sussexes and members of the royal family will remain as cold as it is now, and Meghan will continue to be absent from the UK. If the latter scenario plays out in 2027, the Duchess of Sussex will have to decide whether cutting ties with the UK outweighs supporting Prince Harry at an event that means a lot to him. There is a long way to go before the Invictus Games are held in Birmingham, but also a huge gap that will take time to bridge between the Sussexes and the royal family. Now let's talk about how the British tabloid press is having fun by publishing articles in newspapers about the Sussexes. Here are some headers. Meghan is in tears when Harry takes off the ring. Why is he tired of making excuses for her? Begs William and Charles to give him a second chance. The tabloid press writes that Harry took off the ring and asks permission from Charles and William to return back. In early July, news reports appeared in the British tabloid press that shed new light on the state of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's marriage. One royal expert shared that the couple is in crisis as they face setbacks in their Hollywood careers. It is also claimed that Harry began to regret his difficult wife and became bored and hated the fact that he never saw his old friends. It has already been predicted that in the coming years, Harry will return to the UK for good and alone. Another source shared, "The real story is crazy. Meghan was in tears when Harry removed the ring. If they announced a divorce, it would be a sensation. This will be a real shock for everyone." In the meantime, the British press is reporting their growing rift. Harry and Meghan were already living apart, hoping to take a break from each other and ultimately save their marriage. But their stalled Hollywood career is allegedly only making their problems worse. Now Meghan is immersed in her PR. Insiders claim that she is desperately inviting her old show business friends to visit in the hope of attracting viewers, especially her friends from Suits. But so far, there has been a negative reaction to the ESPN awards. He's very lonely in that big house with Meghan and everything is going wrong. The pressure on him is enormous. Perhaps Harry will simply return to England. However, it must first be approved by King Charles and Prince William. The source said Harry had already approached them, but William immediately stopped the discussion. However, Charles doesn't want to lose his son. But if Charles dies, Harry has no chance of ever returning. His legacy lies in ruins. Even if Harry were able to return, the source added, Meghan won't want to go with him, and he's not going to leave his children. They're the only bright spot in his life. He doesn't want to lose them. So Harry faces an insurmountable problem. This is the news in the tabloids. Perhaps this is all not true, and you should not take it seriously. But on the other hand, what if? What do you think? Let's talk about this in the comments. Now, let's take a break from the British royal family and listen to a rather unusual confession from the Princess of Norway. Princess Märtha Louise of Norway spoke about a ghost who tried to strangle her. Norwegian Princess Märtha Louise, and a clairvoyant, claims that the ghost of Hitler's SS commander appeared and tried to strangle her. She believes the ghost was SS General Wilhelm Redis, who lived in the royal family's Skaugum Castle during the German occupation of Norway in World War II. Redis, Adolf Hitler's right-hand man in Norway, committed suicide on May 8, 1945, rather than face justice when Germany surrendered to the Allied forces. Märtha Louise said a restless spirit haunted her for years when she was a teenager. She told the Modern Royalty podcast, "When I moved into this room, I became terribly afraid of the dark, and there was a man looking at me. I told everyone. Every night my nannies or parents would look behind the curtains, pull them back and say, 'Look, there's no one behind the curtains. Nobody's here.'" Märtha Louise said she only learned the horrifying truth decades later when her father, now King Harold V, spoke of the room's eerie past. She reminded her father about the ghost, and he said, "Oh, this is the room where the Nazi general committed suicide." She replied, "Are you just telling me this now?" Märtha Louise is a self-proclaimed clairvoyant who claims to have spoken to angels. She is the eldest child of King Harold V, but the throne will be inherited by her younger brother, Crown Prince Haakon. She was forced to step down from royal duties in 2022 due to her fiancé Durek Verrett's controversial views and allegations that she was using her royal title for profit. Mr. Verrett, 49, calls himself a sixth-generation shaman, believes sadness causes cancer in children, and has been selling medallions online to protect against COVID-19. This guru claims to have risen from the dead and predicted the 9/11 attacks. The couple runs an alternative medicine business and is set to marry with King Harold's blessing on August 31st. To those of you who feel the need to criticize, hold your horses. It is not for you to choose for me or judge me. Shaman Durek is simply a man with whom I love to spend time and who satisfies me, the princess wrote on the social network, defending the relationship in 2019. This will be Märtha Louise's second marriage. Her first husband was writer Ari Bain, and the couple had 3 daughters before divorcing in 2017. Mr. Ben, who had struggled with depression, passed away of his own accord on Christmas Day 2019 at the age of 47. This is the news for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the comments. See you.